Following the signs. Hey Taurus, this is your little midweek check-in. Let's see where you're at. How you been? Before we dive right in, I would like to encourage you to like, comment and subscribe to my little old channel. It would be greatly appreciated. This is just going to be a general reading, so we'll just tap into your energy. And as I say that, you present yourself. I find this to be a very Taurian card too. I am abundant. I appreciate my blessings. This is from the Inner Child deck. Child well-being, actually. But to me, because I did purchase this deck for my children, I actually find it to represent my own inner child. So that's where we're going today. You're someone that's very playful, but even whilst playing as a child, you would have been very practical too. And at the moment, at this time, I'm feeling like you're really taking stock. If you're in the southern hemisphere like me, and that's where you're tuning in from, then as you'd know, we're entering into those cooler months. Now, we're not living back in the 1800s, so we're not probably taking stock of farm supplies and, harvest, whatever. So I feel like you're building a bit of momentum this week, and you're sort of really tapping into gathering things. You could have something going on, something you're creating. And I mean, this doesn't have to be physical creation. This could be internally. This could be like rebuilding like your self-confidence. This could be, setting goals for yourself in regards to what you want to achieve, but doing it silently. I don't feel like you're out there like with a sign being like, hey everybody. No, you're really focused right now, really focused, and moving out of your season, like now into Gemini, you're probably like thinking a lot more about things and, studying and really fine-tuning something. But it could be something you're not wanting to talk about. Thank you. There could be someone you work very well alongside with that's making an appearance to you this week. And this could be someone where it's like you can have comfortable silence with this person. Someone you feel safe enough to just relax in and to pause a little. And in these moments of pause is where you're really like considering the moment and absorbing yourself in and amongst it. Some of you could be busy at work this week. Could be busy at work. You could be even just busy in the home. Someone could be reading this week. Someone could be right into a book right now. What's going on? What are the messages to come through for Taurus this week? We've got the World. I did pick it up in the reverse. So you could be feeling a little like stagnated right now. Or if we look into those energies of the World, like you could have completed something recently, or you're on the verge of completing something right now and starting a new cycle. And this could like represent this headspace of, the silent moves that you're making internally and setting your eye on like your future And, you could be having a lot of thoughts coming in this week. If you are a younger viewer, maybe you have a natal Saturn in Aries, and we've got Saturn moving into Aries right now. So could be feeling like a bit of a shift, like it's time to get serious type sort of vibe. But I see a lot of optimism here, and really like openness to different parts of yourself that you have matured a lot in a lot of ways. And that's due to the things that you have experienced and been through. There's been a lot of time of self-reflecting, and you could be like really taking control of your own mental health, your own experiences, and what's led you to a space. And the universe is sort of opening things up for you as you are sitting in this space. And if you're not quite at that space right now, and you are feeling stagnated or conflicted, or like you're on, a never-ending pattern, then the universe is really encouraging you to not look at these adversities that you're experiencing right now as obstacles, but rather what they're there to teach you, what you are learning from them, what you're recognizing not only in them, but how it makes you feel. And I feel like you are opening up to this, and you are even finding small moments of joy throughout the day. Appreciating the warmth in the sun if it is getting colder around you, or appreciating the reappearance of the sun if it's getting warmer for you. I feel like I said warmer twice. But anyway, what else wants to come through for you here? What's Taurus working on this week? And some of you could be really focused on your home and finances right now. And even like putting yourself out there if you are currently unemployed. Some of you could be really letting the guard down and stepping out and approaching places, handing in resumes, or maybe a business opportunity for you is really forcing you to let your guard down when it comes to the sharing of ideas. I'm going to plug my charger in. Hang on. Sorry about that. Yeah, just looking at this Queen of Pentacles right now, like this week you could be really feeling, you could be noticing in your emotional state where your focus currently is. Like you could be ruminating over something that ended and still not quite be healed from that, in the sense of like acknowledging it. And whilst you are focused on achieving like stability, you're also like kind of not looking at it either. Their head's quite turned. But yeah, like your advice this week is to like not become sort of overly absorbed in the negatives of the things that have occurred and what's happened and what you've been through, and more so like take what you've learned in order to be able to like realize that you deserve better or that you want better, and can confidently walk away from it, detach and let it go. I was having a conversation with a friend who is in fact a Taurus just earlier today, and just about the, really what mainly holds us back in life is just self-limiting, fearful beliefs that we have on allowing ourselves to just fully do things at times. And especially being a fixed sign, like you have a certain idea of how something should happen. Maybe it's the way you've always done things. Maybe it's the way you, in your head, that's how you see it and that's how you want it to appear and you want it to be. So you sort of fixate on things. And when things are not happening in the order and that process that you as a Taurus is wanting it to happen in, then you're feeling like it's not right, or it's failing, or you're failing more than anything. But really, when we're to look at, what would be to happen if we were to release that fear, when we really grab it and look it in the face and dissect it. Okay, what even is this? What is this fear? Is it like the fear of what other people will think? Is it the fear that I can't do it? Well, that's not the case, because, obviously I have all these amazing abilities that's making me want to do it. So I feel like I should be able to do it. So let's flick that one away. Back to the what other people think. Well, at the end of the day, fuck them. Even if they thought good things, we can't control that. We can't. So we've got to just remove it. What do I think? Well, if I'm not being a prick to myself, it's the word of the week, by the way. It's showed up in most readings. If I'm not speaking to myself in ways that make me feel like shit, then why wouldn't I believe in myself to be able to follow through with this? And it can be not even a matter of needing money. Sometimes we just need to make a start. And if that's something that could be going on for you, Taurus, well, I'm encouraging you, just do it. Do the thing. Do the thing. I'm going to change the deck. Let's see. Power of intention. What's going on for you guys when it comes to your love life? Let's be nosy. What is going on for the Taurus? Who is the Taurus dealing with when it comes to love? Oh. Perform anonymous acts of kindness. Attract the right people. Let go of your need to have more. Create a stress-free life. Attract what you desire. Yeah, there's a lot of manifesting going on for you, Taurus. And also a lot of reflecting when it comes to what it is that you do want to move before. You've got a bit of an ideal package in mind. And you're realizing that doesn't have to look like the ideal image. Let's think of someone attractive. Well, everyone knows him. Let's just say Leonardo DiCaprio. Maybe they're not going to look like him or her, whatever it is. So I feel like you are letting go that need of this criteria, because it's probably made you overlook other aspects of a relationship at times. And so you're realizing now it's going to be more of a feeling rather than seeing. And, you are wanting to attract in the right people, and sitting in this energy of that stagnating feeling, you could be feeling like you don't want to attract the wrong people as well, and very cautious. And there could even be an air of, well, if I really want to attract what I desire, that might be like not a wise thing. That could hurt me. So it's like, you know, the things that you don't want, however they're kind of attached to the things that you are looking for. But I mean, that all comes down to energy and your frequency and where you're vibrating at. Because I mean, you're not going to meet the same people hanging around outside the train station as you might meet when you're sitting at the airport. So it's like, when you're moving in different areas, then, you know, the more likely not good person is less likely to be where you're at, if that makes sense. Your love language could be acts of service, or maybe you like to be with someone who is acts of service. I feel like it would be acts of service is a bit of a Taurus thing, because like, he's just never quit, never stop. So could be you, but you're learning now, like, oh, I'm allowed to get that back too. I'm going to dive into some tarot here, Taurus. What's coming towards Taurus? Okay. Be careful of letting your guard down too much if we go back to those earlier cards. You could have someone really test your intuition this week, and like, actually more test your self-trust in it. Okay, this could be like a younger water sign person coming towards you, and they haven't changed. Like, they're going to really put you back in a space that feels familiar but really shit, and not where you want to be. This is someone that could have like lied to you, or someone that's just really not very self-aware, tapped in. What is the Tower in reverse? This is someone that's very self-sabotaging, and they want to put you in that space where you're not trusting yourself 100%. They could be bringing something towards you. They've been watching you for some time, but this offering is really quite fishy. And you're probably going to immediately pick up on that. But they're going to come across or come in with the Taurus. And yeah, really try and pull the wool over your eyes here. What's the Ace of Pentacles? A shit offer. Yeah, I feel like this is someone could be coming back around for you. And like, you're really going to recognize this, because it is going to feel so repetitive. It's going to feel like you could be in separation with this person. This could have been somebody that you did have a connection with. It could even be a job if this isn't a relationship. But this is something that just is obviously what you've been having a bit of time out from probably recently, and why you're now reworking on your stability and your finances. And this person is going to come in with something, but your advice here is to really just trust your initial reaction, because you are 100% right, most likely 99.9% right here. Like, you've already had to have the time self-reflecting, and you actually have been out doing that. I feel like, this person is not doing that. They're not taking that time out to really get real with themselves. This could be someone that is very overly focused on material things and quite cold and like jealous, malicious type sort of vibe. So like they could definitely want to take that from you. And I'm just re-looking here at this abundant card. I feel like this is something that's been like a bit of a pattern for you. Like maybe you've been this one that's up here doing the collecting and the work, and someone has been like benefiting off that. This person could be part of your family, could be part of your family tree, or someone that you've known from childhood, if this isn't a love relationship. Your reminder here is to really, acknowledge your own growth and acknowledge that you don't need to have something out like this that's going to weigh you down, confuse you, and put you through shit. When you do have wholeness within yourself, you can find abundance within, but you do need to remain in that space that's receptive to receiving it. I hope you have a good rest of your week, Taurus. Stay strong.